Yeah. Yeah. I will say for the weekend, he kept his clothes on. And that's a new thing that we haven't seen in a while at Super Bowl. All right. Super Bowl commercials. No, commercials. Commercials. I don't want to watch the news's take on Super Bowl commercials. Why? Okay, is this just a song? 2020, man, that was a great year. Okay, so before we really get started, the reason I'm showing you Super Bowl commercials, obviously, this is business management, and it's a big part of running a business is having advertising. And one of the biggest advertising markets of the entire year is the Super Bowl. I'd say another big one that happens very close to it is the Duke Carolina game, which also happened this weekend as well. So it was a big weekend for commercials for sporting events because most likely there was a lot of people tuned into at least the Duke Carolina game or the Super Bowl. Because there's, if you like one, you might like the other, or you might just like one, but there's a good chance you're going to hit a lot of people within all that. Same thing with it's not as much anymore, but when The Walking Dead was really huge, that was a big commercial night too. They would, new commercials would pop in because of that. And still, basic TV isn't as big of a deal anymore as it used to be. Just AMC on a weeknight, or where they usually have shows. Um, the Walking Dead's basically on its way out if they're not already done. I have a hard time keeping up with it. Yeah, they have like Fear the Walking Dead, and then they have Above and Beyond, or I don't know, some Beyond the Walking Dead, or something like that. Sounds like Buzz Lightyear made the new one. But um, anyway, and that's kind of ending. So mainly your commercials now you're going to see are on YouTube or on like these streaming services, and that's basically it. So let's move forward and watch some of these that they thought were worthy enough for TV. He just wanted to say that we'll see you soon for the Yay, which for legal reasons cannot be named. You see on the big bowl, the gigantic bowl. So we will that one wasn't. That one's not good. Why wasn't it? You see on the big bowl, the gigantic bowl. So we will let's hold the line. Yeah. We ordered them this year. That's kind of funny commercial. Yeah. Who knows? We can look that up. We can look that up next, but it's got to be. Yeah, it's got to be really expensive. That's what we're trying to get through. We're trying to find really good ones. Oh, it's four. That's funny because they don't want to start some sort of massive PR issue where yeah, they don't want to do it. These are safe, boring corporate commercials. Yeah. You don't have comedic treatment. The only thing that was funny were celebrity cameos in commercials. That was the only way they could do anything. Yeah, like you can't just take a random little plot line in a story. It may be funny to 99.9% of people. Yeah. But if 1% finds it offensive, you might live in a lawsuit, the company is canceled. Yeah. So who's going to take that risk? Yeah. That's the culture we live in. Yeah. Cancel culture has created a culture. appreciate or lack of opinions that we have. Like, laughing at ourselves is like a big part of watching. Just really think about it.
Yeah.
Maybe change when I sleep.
Yeah,
Even
I
if
mean,
something offends me, if I find it funny, it's offended me.
yeah,
But it's not like, okay, that's funny. It's maybe crossing
Yeah.
the line. Just move on with it.
yeah. I would say the funniest commercial, and I saw it before the Super Bowl, was definitely Tom Brady and Gronk. For
I heard that's not
that's probably about the best one. Um, the Mila Kunis, Ashton Kutcher one's not bad. It's kind of funny. I mean,
These commercials are just too funny.
yeah.
I like Jimmy John's one.
I haven't seen the Jimmy Jones one.
Yeah.
Wait a minute, who was in there?
I don't know the name, but you watch the show Raymond at all?
Everybody loves Raymond. It's
Yeah.
his brother. Yes, yeah, I do.
I felt like that was the one that was.
Yeah,
I'm telling you, people are afraid
it was drawn out. It honestly probably could have been a little bit shorter, but yes, it
Yeah.
was kind of funny.
But these past years, they've gotten more
Yeah.
just by the book. Because people are afraid that their entire company will go under.
Yeah. I don't know what the Wayne's World thing. Is there a new Wayne's World movie coming out? Is that? They were on there a lot. I
Here's what I want you to
don't think so.
That'd be
I don't think anyone cares about it.
no, like,
I don't think.
people who cancel it, who like, it was their job. Like,
That would be a good one.
wouldn't that be cool? Like, an employer finds out that this person actively participates in, like, tweeting to hurt other people.
Yeah, and then you lose your
You're
job.
gone.
The
You're
YouTuber
not
that I
work for
watch
me,
makes
you're
it
not
his
against
job.
me.
Like
But that's awesome.
he tries his best to get canceled on Twitter as many times a year just to be funny and so he can laugh at all of them. And then every single time they try to bring up something in one of his videos that's controversial, he completely and utterly destroys them.
Yeah, people, jobs, companies, and people have who are devastated by this individual lives. That's like strangers calling harm
Yeah.
to people they don't even know. So who's the? My point is, cancel people instead of more about you.
Then about the person you can't.
That's I don't know how else to say it. If you're willing to cause harm, the person you never met, or something that probably is insignificant. Not everything's insignificant, but most things you make mistakes. So like, a random stranger makes a mistake. People lie and say they don't deserve something. I don't know it.
Yeah.
Why would I go out of my way to make their life more miserable than it already is? It says more about me than I have more of an issue with my heart and my character than the person who made the mistake. And that's hard for people to come to grips, but it's true. It's true. Because again, causing harm to another person's life for the sake of it says more about you than someone who made just a mistake. I made a mistake.
And it must be bad enough that there's only 5 minutes worth of. Usually, when I used to watch, I watched this multimedia every year. There was like 10 minutes. I mean, it would take an entire like class period to go over all the commercials. Now there's like, all right, that's 5 minutes of watching the video, and that's it. We didn't even discuss it because there's nothing to discuss. Like, let's see, what is this one? Let's see. Give them a chance. Maybe there's one we missed. I'm gonna turn off the lights. That's squirrel offended. Do I know? Yeah. That it now. That's true. And again, we're about to have a celebrity, I'm assuming. And I'm assuming they were trying to make you think Dolly Parton was there, but then she wasn't. So, okay. Like, I thought that's where we were going.
Oh, it's so fake.
Backyard. We've had quite a year. I say, let's keep this backyard thing going. That's why Scott's and Miracle Grow want to give you a chance to win the lawn and garden of your dreams.
Like mine. You know, just not better than mine.
Like mine, where you can work on your short game.
Like mine. It only turns left.
Come on, Leslie, crush your core.
I don't cross you, Emma.
That is the red one.
I know.
The red one.
I know. He still got it.
So text me now and win the lawn and garden of your dreams.
Yeah, that one was
For Volco, don't be ticketing talking on my brand.
You still my Cheetos again?
And this one wasn't bad.
Just tell me what you need. So you're snacking on the sofa?
That one wasn't bad. The Cheetah one's not bad. Again, you had to use celebrities, 3 celebrities at that to do it. But it is kind of funny because they are actually doing it. Yeah, go. Okay, I have a problem. Yeah, go out in the woods and don't do any of your work for Canvas or anything. Just forget it. Just don't do it. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
This year, Super Bowl 55, unfortunately, wasn't much of a contest between the Bucs and the Chiefs.
I don't care about your opinion of it. I just wanted to watch it.
So let's take a look at the top 5 Super Bowl commercials you may have missed. Hey everyone, I'm Donald.
I don't care. I don't care.
Of the Dallas commercials with Mahomes and Aaron Rodgers, but they're completely overshadowed by the boy that's quite great as he stands in for the State Farm. You couldn't find a standing with anything like you. Have you seen it? Looking in the mirror, right? No, that doesn't make sense. But guys, I don't have a stand in. Hold on. Is that Drake? That's right. Drake from State Farm. Like a good neighbor. Like a good neighbor. Stand-ins don't count. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Next up,
Okay. Is anyone also a little upset that Jake from State Farm got replaced? No, I'm talking about. Yeah, that's true. Like, what happened to the man right here? What happened to him? What happened to Jake from? Yeah, but they should have made this guy a different name. They just decided to like. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, that was a good commercial. That was a really funny commercial. So but my problem is, why didn't they just make the new guy, Blake or something else? But they decided to just change poor Jake. He was the original Jake from State.
Also,
Yes, that is funny. Actually, I watched that too last night.
I got Tony Williams, Anthony Davis, Peyton Manning, and many more. They show us how being healthy is the driving force of a successful career. Here's one of them. What is the driving force? After the game. What is happiness? Has always been there. No, to be a 55 looks pretty different this year. Of course, all thanks, unfortunately, to the pandemic. Looks like the inspiration for this Bud Light hard seltzer ad ranked at the Cheetos countdown. What did you rate 2020 and you remember? Let's get it. Have you ever wondered what the rest would be like with the voice of someone else? What if the body of someone else? An Amazon employee imagines Alexa becoming Michael B. Jordan in this spot. We've got 10 minutes. It's just flowers, isn't it? I mean, I literally couldn't imagine a more beautiful vessel for Alexa to be. There are 16 things to say. Who's the buddy? What are you doing? Who's that? That was fantastic. I mean, all these random sprinklers, things that get way too wet. I like that. Didn't like it. Like them. Don't do that. And finally, the one you've all been waiting for, number one, and this one actually made me and producer Steph actually laugh out loud. It goes to
Well, it actually made us laugh out loud.
Eminem with the peace offering. Today we will be happy to see fellow Kira Dan Levy in this spot. Where we apologize to all the literal parents. I feel bad for taking this one. I'm sorry for man's. That's one of man.
I know it is. You should have just told me it's okay.
I wish you wouldn't have to hear all that.
Sorry, I called you Kevin.
That's my name.
Sorry, your name is Kevin.
I promise I'm not doing anything of this house. Really? Can I have a moment? So that's it. That's our countdown. Mundo expert. What did you like the most, Mr. Comment below? Do you miss anything? Call out and let us know. And while you're doing that, make sure to subscribe to Sportsnet YouTube channel. We'll see you next time.
I'm not subscribed. Do it. Which one? Oh yeah, I do remember that. Then there was Flat Matthew McConaughey.
I gotta read this. How do you feel about this? Like, oh. Some days are hard. Burrito. Now it's leaving.
Oh. I'm excited for the Doritos 3D chips. I just really like those. Okay. Yeah, I think that's basically it. Then there was the George Costanza one. Yeah, I was about to say, what was on the Will Ferrell commercial? I haven't seen that. Yeah. Yeah, that was kind of
Sadly, with evil people, Johnny. After the wedding? Yes, Johnny. Still got those moves? No. All right, my legend. Let's do this. Not bad. It's singing real man, genius thing.
Okay, this one's kind of good because it took all the ones from the previous year. I mean, it's not very original.
I love you, man. Let's get out of here. Thanks. But then I had to take it away. Parties in my portal. Superstars. Who knows what goes through their minds when the stakes of this high? When their legacy is on the line. Sometimes you just want to find something. A hard seltzer with no taste. With no sugar. Good. I want a hard seltzer. That's USDA certified organic. With no sugar. But in a world where most things sometimes they're not. Go to Cheetos. Man, get off my boat. Oh, that's good. New Michelob Ultra Organic Seltzer is real, and it tastes that way. You're not real. You're almost fooled. Look up. Sorry.
I knew, some of them I couldn't tell from the screen, but I knew,
I'm not.
Sylvester Stallone was
You're the one who told me.
You take these from me. Honey, get this stuff from me. Honey, you still about it? But on the track. That's why we got Skechers Max Listen.
oh god, it's a commercial for Skechers.
Try Skechers Max Listen.
That was awful.
Ah, the backyard. It's had quite a year.
Other referendum. Are you still talking?
This one was good.
What up, TV?
What do you think my next move should be? Get a few straight. Maybe it's just time I hang them up.
I got one word for you. Retirement. If you retire now, you're going to be walking and feel the wind in your hair. Retirement is like winning another one. Maybe I'll even join you.
On the Spotty Network, this is what Tom heard.
Retire now, take a song.
It's that easy for me. Maybe it is. I still feel like I have a lot to accomplish. My goal is to win one more. And Gronk's coming with me. I'm tired from retirement.
Mom, where are my football pants?
Don't trust big decisions to just hope never. Go with T-Mobile. Go.
Yeah, with Gwen Stefani.
T-Mobile is the leader.
That wasn't too bad. I just don't like Gwen Stefani.
3, 4, 35. Hi, I'm John Cena, and I know how to count. In fact, knowing how to count could change your life on Super Bowl Sunday. Right? Help you win $1 million. If you count all the dollars, it's delicious. Mountain Dew Major Melon. And watermelon flex.
I'm sorry.
So, you gonna buy the car? Please. I could just go home and discuss things with my wife. I've been here all weekend. You can leave anytime you want. I would go to a dealership again. Okay, go to Zoom.com, buy a car, and we'll deliver it contact free. Baby, hi. We're so glad you're here. Welcome to L. On the 8 billion units. We're also West Babies. Even hell. But right now, you only need to know 2 of them. And together, you make a family. These are also families. Neat, huh? Now you're part of the union. Watch this. Do anything right now. That baby is called Control. Enjoy it. On this, oh yeah, that won't fly when you're older, kid. And you get to have your favorite meal whenever you
So, hungry.
You go through a stage where you think everything is everything. Most of it isn't. It's sometimes. Or not. Oh, so dance fit isn't all upside down. It's just a video. Yeah, being a baby is pretty good. Everyone is always thrilled to see you. Well, almost everyone. You can go. Like go, whenever nature comes. That's where we come in. Hi. We make these, ideas, and other stuff to help your parents keep you comfy. So you have time for something important, like finding your foot. Go easy, kid. Oh, where you go? See, the thing is, baby, it's a crazy world. But you're going to love it. Well, let's look at it. It's a yes, no, kid. We'll be here when you look up. It should be none of us. Nuggets, we got you.
That wasn't bad.
Man, we have been talking for years now. We're playing this game since '82. You don't think Pac-Man gets tired of these same little dots? No. Hell, I mean, who eats dots anyway? I don't know. I can get anything tougher than my life pizza for just $10. Really? Bacon? Hang on, man. Run! Go! $10 taste me. Only from pizza. Think I'm about to out Pizza the Hut. No, out Pizza the Hut. So the night before, hold on. Let's take this up a little. So the night before Super Bowl, the Lions Tampa Bay, the Chiefs and Buccaneers, ready to fuck. Now, what's in my wonder and I should have feared, but the Super Bowl legend, yes, it is. So, Eli and Peyton, they're up in football, smacking the legs and scoring them balls. Hey, what are you doing? His idea there. Hey, I don't care. He's up on them boys. Don't you? Montana and Rice relived their own glory, adding the Ringo to the Super Bowl story. Hey guys, hey, can I play? Got some chips? Oh no, the Ringo was on. Come on, man. It's the leading play guys in the Super Bowl. Come on, what's that? Look at this. You guys are in the way, bro. When up in the attic near a rose such a platter, the immaculate reception. It was the immaculate. It was below the king's ankle. Easy check. You couldn't make that catch. Grab some bears on snap over the shadow. Oh, shit. I told you already. I told you. Watch this. Away to the window, dude. Ran in the flat. He tore open the shutters. He was for sale. Took off his condom. Returned the bed. Open the scene. In bed. So get the Doritos. Get the Tostitos. For peso. Get the Lay's and the Cheetos. Snack it up. Snack it up. Snack it up, y'all. The Super Bowl is here. And we are about to ball. Happy Super Bowl to y'all. It's for all a good night. Don't forget the chip. You know the Norway says way more electric cars per capita than the U.S. Norway. The GMC ultimate battery with a structural lead. Right now, let's go.
That was like Bob Ross.
Always out in the it's my daughter's birthday. She's really tired of it. Got any? Can I think about it again? Nope.
That's solid, isn't it?
All right, that's it. Yeah, we're done. All right. So that being said, that was all the sort of full commercials we would be watching. As you can see, a lot of different products. It's about the same. The newest thing I just noticed, and it was the Ford Watch, was they're trying to get you to buy a battery-powered car, which I understand. I get it. The only thing is, not everyone in the world can afford a Cadillac that is powered by a battery. So I don't know. Think we've got to be a little bit patient with green energy. I think, for honestly, I think in the next 20, 30 years, I think everything could be green pretty quickly. But if you try to make it happen today, we're going to give ourselves some backward steps. And that's just from my ideals as a business teacher. This is not I'm not giving my personal opinion. I'm giving you as a business teacher. I'm saying, if you try to make everything green in one day, and one day is, but in the next couple of weeks, you try to get everyone to buy green cars. It's not going to be, because not every. I mean, I can assume most of your families probably. I mean, I know I can't. You can't just afford to go out and buy a new green car. I mean, you just can't. Like, I mean, you might could, but it would, it would set you back from other things you want to do. So, for the most part, that's great if you can afford to get a car like that. That's awesome. But I do think everything can become green. It's going to be slow. It's not going to happen. But that's just my business perspective on it, because, again, knowing consumers and knowing what people can afford, the average household, if I'm not mistaken, cannot afford to just go buy a car like that. So, yeah. Yeah, I think so. I think that's true too. So it's got to be a gradual thing, It's got to be something where, okay, we finally have a charging station here at Bells Fort. Okay, now we have a charging station over near like Winterville on the other side of town near Texas Roadhouse. Like, these things are going to have to start popping up slowly, but they're obviously not going to pop up until more people buy these cars. So it's kind of a supply and demand thing. You're not going to have a lot of it until more people buy it. Yeah. So it's like, it's going to be a while, because there's got to be more of these charging stations. And probably a smart thing is, if you're a gas station, it would be maybe to start repurposing some of your gas stations for charging, having gas, and then slowly, that way you don't lose your customers, basically. You know what I mean? Like, you can slowly transition as the world is slowly transitioning to that. And that's going to be I would assume, is the business or the market idea on that, is it needs to be a slow transition. People start slowly buying these green cars, and then gas stations slowly start turning into charging stations. Makes total sense to me. But initiatives that are going to make it where it happens overnight, like, and charging people, again, if your family and you're barely affording maybe the car payments you have now, or you barely can afford to have one car in your family, you can't have an initiative that's going to charge those people more for owning that type of car. Does that make sense? Because it's only hurting those people that don't have the money to afford a green car. But that's just something I wanted to bring up with that. I wasn't planning on talking about that, but I wanted to talk about it because of the way the commercial brought that up. So, interesting stuff. Because, like I said, I mean, that wasn't a basic Chevy from GM. That was a Cadillac. Like, that's not like, yeah, like, let's be realistic here. Now, that is a good idea though from GM, because the people who can afford a Cadillac can probably afford to switch to a battery pack. It makes sense. It makes sense from GM's perspective. But again, and that's what I wanted to get to, that thought process. They are making Chevy cars but they're not making a lot of Chevy battery powered cars, because Chevy is their cheaper, and it's not a cheap car, but it's their cheaper option that General Motors gives you. Whereas GMC and Cadillac is their higher end stuff. Okay. Well, all you need to do today, how much time do we have? When we get out of here? 11:30? Okay. So you need to get activity 1 and 2 done today if you can. If not, I can give you a little bit of time tomorrow.
because we're watching a movie tomorrow. We might not finish it tomorrow, and that's okay. We can come back and watch it another time. But we've been going really fast, I feel like, and we've gotten a lot done. So I figured I'd give y'all a break tomorrow, and we watch the film Draft Day. Super Bowl just happened. The NFL Draft is coming up, and we're going to talk about how we're going to kind of diagram their management in that movie. I've never watched it. I know the basis of the movie. I understand. I've read some stuff about it. I did a lot of research on movies we can watch in this class yesterday, and Draft Day was one that I thought would be appropriate with timing, and it talks about kind of the management structure, or we can diagram the management structure that goes on within just an NFL team, because they have structure just as much as a business group. So we can talk about that. And then I got some other movies that we'll bring in eventually. What's up? Careful. So all you got left to do today is to work on these activities. If you can get them done, that's great. If not, that's okay. We'll have some time tomorrow. So no big deal. All right. That's all I've got for today. So I'm going to stop this and stop sharing. Caleb, thanks for sticking with